We are very delighted today to have with us Right Honorable Dr. Samson Kisekka, the Prime Minister of Uganda. So you're most welcome to our studio, sir.
Thank you.
And to talk to the Prime Minister, I have with me Mr. Charles Kabuye and Mr. Jesse Mashatte from the Current Affairs section of Uganda Television. Mr. Prime Minister, we were very surprised when we heard during the peace talks in Nairobi that you were leading a delegation, especially when we saw your picture and saw the 73-year-old leader at these talks. We were surprised at that age you were fighting for the country. Could you tell us, as a doctor, medical doctor, you left your profession and went into this struggle. What made you go do this?
The thing is that ever since I came to school, or before I came to school even, I found that there was a lot of injustice. First of all, I am coming from Nakifuma County. At my place, we used to have 4 ginneries in a of 10 miles, cotton ginneries. And as small boys, we used to grow cotton, but we were getting out nothing. Now, from that time when I went to school, I knew the injustice. I was just monitoring what were the injustice there was. In 1939, I had become a doctor, but before I became a doctor, having monitored all these economic injustices, when I was a medical student, I started taking lessons in business economics from international correspondence schools in South Africa, in Johannesburg. So when I qualified in 1939, round about September, the last Great War came in. They said, you doctors who were in Mlambo, you have to go to the war. I said, yes, we can go to the war as men, but that's a military war. If we want to go to the war, we must go on conditions. That in case my eye comes out, or my arms are maimed, or I die in the war, then there must be some conditions. The government then thought that we were rebellious. They said, all African doctors can't join the war. I said, we had won the case. And then I worked. We worked for some time. The time came when I went over to Buvuro. And the Mau Mau, before the Mau Mau started, I was in various places. Then I resigned. I came with a misunderstanding with one professor in Mlago on a technical matter. I thought that I was right because I had experience, but because I didn't have the qualifications which he came in, he was just a fresh doctor, he didn't know in operations at all, because he had a fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons. I thought that it was very important. I said, no, if this is being done this way. We came to a conflict and transferred me to Moyo Hospital. I resigned. And then I started with a newspaper called Uganda Pilot with a young man called Alon Rwama. That was 1948. Then I made my appeal to the chief secretary, who was the deputy governor, that it was wrong because of this, because of this, because of this. Then they asked me to come back to the government. I said, all right, I will. And I went to Bombo Hospital in 1949. I stayed there for 2 years. They sent me over to Boboro, and they're just messing with me because they knew that I knew a little bit of surgery. So I was in Bobolo Hospital, which is 17 miles away from Mbale. I could come to Mbale, do the operations, and they asked me to go to Budadiri, another 22 miles, while I'm stationed in Boboro. And then they asked me to go to Tororo Hospital. I mean, I couldn't afford that. I said, no, enough is enough. I'm sorry, I'm resigning. And I resigned. They said, we're not going to allow to allow you to do private practice. I said, no, I don't mind. Because I'm a man, I'm a married man, I've got my home, just 10 miles away from Kampala, I've got the banana garden. I think I can just enjoy that. They thought that I was just playing about. I said, no, I'll go. By then, the Mau Mau were in the next room in Kenya. Then I knew what could be done. From then, when I came out of my government service, I went into politics in my own area. And then I was popularly elected in 1959 to become a member of Buganda Lukiko in Mengo. That's my background politically.
And
until I became a minister of health and works
Yes.
in the Uganda kingdom in the 64 up to 66. Then I went back to do my businesses.
but
I'm a farmer. I had a dairy cattle and poultry. I'm an insurance man. I was the chairman of East African General Insurance. I have a hospital, Makere Nursing Home, where I was administrator, which Bakasisi took over to be a slaughterhouse. And then I was working in Bible Society.
plus you were a journalist.
Well, I'm a jack of all trades.
Yes.
Perhaps I master none.